Happy Friday, and more importantly, happy May. This is Yoga Piano. I'm Liz.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Mathis. Thank you for joining us. I'll be playing the piano, obviously, and Liz will be doing the yoga.
Yep, we're happy to practice with you guys tonight. Find yourself in a comfortable seat. Allow your eyes to close. Allow your breath to slow down. Notice here in the stillness, in the silence, what's coming up. Can you allow yourself to be still without moving? Without changing anything, notice where in your body you might be more comfortable if you did shift. Notice if you can resist the urge to make that change. How does it feel to sit with discomfort? Can you still breathe? And still not making that change, however minute or tiny it might be, can you still find something about your body that feels good? And now settling into that change, into that shift. Maybe it's redistributing some weight. Maybe it's letting the core relax, shifting into your sitting bones, whatever it was for you, now that you've found that shift, that more comfortable seat. Notice that you're capable. You're capable of recognizing what doesn't feel right. You're comfortable sitting with it. Or at least able to sit with it. And most importantly, you're able to find some good within it. Things that are still working. Things that are still joyful and bright. And when we begin to focus on those things, the blessings, the abundance, the hope, they multiply. So before we start our practice this evening, bring to mind something, someone, a time that you're grateful for, that fills you with that joy, that excitement. And we'll start this new month, this new practice, in this space of joy, the awareness of it, the dedication and cultivation of it. Bringing both hands out in front of your heart, palms together. Start to rub those palms here. A few more moments, just try it, stay steady, keep rubbing. You got it, there it goes. Keeping that heat, relax the shoulders, relax the wrist, and hands to heart center. Inhale. Let a big exhale go. Opening class with 3 chants of Om. Inhale. Nice and simple. Big inhale. Exhale, release the hands, find them on the thighs, and just shake out some energy here. Really nice. We'll bring our feet to the earth, soles of your feet planted, do the same thing. From the knees down to the ankles, sweeping it out, one leg at a time. And now the tops of your feet, sweep it out. Really nice. Taking the opposite cross of your legs, the other leg comes in front. Beautiful. Hands to the knees now, noticing that tall spine, lower ribs knit together. Beautiful. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, frame the body with your fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. A few more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time release the chin when you go. Inhale, lift. Slowly raise the gaze. Exhale, same thing. Arms lower, chin releases. We've got a few more of these. Stay steady, keep the pace. Notice what's resisting and let it go on the exhale. Last two. Beautiful. Release. Final time, the arms lift. Stay tall here through the sides of the body. Reach just a little bit higher. Right fingers plant, framing the hip. Get tall through the left side of your body, and with a little buoyancy in your right fingers, start to bend at the right side waist. Notice if you curve forward, open back up. The chest stays open. We're breathing into this left lung. Let the breath flow here. No need to retain. We're moving with the breath. Even if our body feels like it's still, bringing that breath in allows us to go a little bit deeper into the asana, or maybe to release something that's trying to stay stored with the retained breath. One more inhale. Exhale. Give yourself a little lift off back to center. Left fingers plant. You've got it. Bending at the left side waist. Heart stays open. Clavicles stay wide. Really nice. Breathe here. Notice if you're sending all of your weight into your left hip. Can you bring it back towards the right? Staying balanced. Breathing into it. How does it feel to gaze up at the fingers? One more inhale. Big out breath. Nice. Coming back to center, reach tall. Let the hands meet together. Exhale, a prayer to the heart. Take a full breath here. And relax the fingertips behind you. So maybe they're just framing the body enough to open the heart, and this is your heart opener here. If you're ready to go deeper, let the belly relax as the fingers continue to crawl further back, perhaps so much so that they can interlace. Again, the belly is loose. From that looseness, can you send that fist down, open the heart, get loose in the throat, long through the back of your neck, gazing at the sky. A couple breaths here. If that breath doesn't flow naturally, dial it back a bit. Maybe you're not ready to get that deep with the fist. Maybe you just want fingertips to the earth. Stay steady. Couple more. Nice. Last one. Big inhale. And slowly start to straighten the spine back out. We're gonna take a couple shoulder rolls. Really nice, beautiful opening, y'all. Slow and steady. Allowing our breath to be our guide. Switching the direction of your shoulders. Nice. Bringing both feet to the earth. If you've got a prop underneath you, go ahead and remove it. And just very gently here, as you hug your arms around your shins, can you round the back and release the head? Notice those muscles that line the spine. So often they get really, really tense. Can you imagine as you inhale those muscles expanding out towards either side? A few more breaths here with this rounded back. Blow out the lips, let out a sigh, and on your next inhale, raise the gaze. Starting to drop those hips open, knees wide. If you want support, the hips might feel a little tight. Send those feet longer out in front of you, or get a block up underneath the legs. A little lift here to keep the hips steady. Otherwise, you're gonna find yogi toe lock. The first two fingers on each hand wrap around the big toe. Heart stays lifted, those lower ribs knit together. And even in this opening that we're finding across the heart, can you also imagine that opening happening in the hips? Knees releasing, hips ungripping. One more big breath here. Exhale from the hips, start to hinge forward. There's no rush. In fact, let it take a couple breaths. What can you find as you explore, slowly lowering? There's always a moment where you realize, okay, now we're stretching. In that moment, inhale the spine a little longer. Resolve to root down and back into those sitting bones. See if you can go 1 degree deeper in that exhale. We've got 5 breaths here, slowly opening the hips. There's no need to push, just set the intention, they'll follow. So often we write our body's own story without its input. We wake up and we think, oh, my hips are tight today. Oh, my back hurts today. The body didn't write that story. You didn't listen to it and ask what it needed. You said, this is how I'm going to feel today. And in doing so, you determined what day you were going to have without even collaborating with this physical being. Give it a chance, right? As you rise back up on the inhale, cup underneath the knees and guide them to center. We're going to return to that rounded back. See here if you can let go a little bit deeper. Really nice. Raise the gaze. Left leg long. Right foot crosses over the left knee. Let's find a twist. Arms lift tall. Relax the belly. From that loose belly, twist over to the right. Let the arms drape down. This left elbow locking on top of or kind of around the right knee, giving you some leverage to lift, not twist, but get taller through the heart. Twisting happening across the shoulders. Gaze over your right shoulder. How does it feel to flex that left foot? Really nice. Come back to center. Arms lift tall. Twisting from the belly over to the left. Let it be easy. Arms might drape open. If so, there might be a gentle fold. Reach back to center, arms tall, take your time, belly first, then the arms lift. Exhale, release, cradling this right knee, bringing it maybe into your hand or the crook of your right elbow, lifting the left heel into the left hand, and just cradle that hip open. These may be really small. You might be blessed with open hips and can bring this shape into your heart. Give yourself 3 more breaths to explore some movement. If stillness feels better, be my guest and breathe through that. Really nice. Lowering your right foot to the earth and sending it long. Readjust back down into those sitting bones, left foot to the earth, cross it over. Finding our twist on this side, stay flexed through the right foot, arms lift. Loose belly, twist to the left, arms drape down. Those back fingertips are planted into the earth, so the palm's not on the mat. We're not leaning back into it. We're staying active through the heart. From that activation, we open. Hard to move forward with a closed heart, so breathe into it now. What can you clear out today? Beautiful. Coming back to center, reach tall. And let it go. Again, cradling as we lift up through the left leg. It might find the elbow, or a little less deep, the hand. Start to rock it open, back and forth. What is it like on this side? Chances are it's different. Beautiful work, y'all. If you want some stillness, go for it. Couple more breaths. Beginning to plant your left foot, sending both legs long, hands to the knees, tall through the spine. Big inhale. Exhale, start to send those hands down the shins. Keep your flat back shape. So notice here I'm not rounding. I'm staying lifted, this rectangle between my hips and my shoulders intact. Eventually, the hamstrings will ask you to stop and then fold into it. We're going to return to all of these shapes at the end of class. Right now, just diagnosing where the body's at, letting it talk to us, letting it tell us how to breathe through it tonight, what kind of attention it might need. One more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let all of that air go. And slowly roll back up. Arms lift, last time. Exhale them down and out. From here, legs underneath you, building your table. You might want to bring a blanket for your knees. Knees under the hips, wrist under the shoulders. Finding some movement early on. Start to shake those hips side to side. Nice. Coming to center, squeeze the toes if it feels okay. Raise the feet, take some ankle rolls one way and the other. Planting the top of your feet on the mat, feel those toe tops find the earth. And now give that same attention to your hands, rolling out the right wrist and the left. Beautiful. Ready to move from the roots up. Next inhale releases the belly, lifts the heart, lifts the gaze. From the tailbone, begin to round the back, release the head between the arms. Inhale, release the belly. Open the heart, it travels forward as the gaze lifts. A few more, finding your cat on the exhale. And your cow on the inhale. Shoulders and hips stay steady. Let this be all about the spine. Nice. Neutralize that spine, one long line, tailbone to crown. Notice here if you let the core go, no engagement, you get this sway cow back. Engage the belly. Feel the navel reach up and back towards the heart. Send the left leg long, toes tucked. Start to extend through that left heel. Core's active, right arm lifts as well. So these arms and legs, they're on the same plane, right? Back of the neck is long, a couple more breaths here. Building strength and resiliency, hold it, you've got it. Let the breath flow. One more inhale. Exhale, carve your way down. Beautiful, hips side to side, really easy. Back to center, same thing here. Right leg long, toes tucked. From the low core, lift that leg, foot flexed. If you have the stability, let the left arm lift as well, like you're gonna shake someone's hand, breathe. These hips are in line with each other, so my right hip isn't traveling over my left. Challenge yourself, bring it back in line, engage the core. 2 more breaths. Last inhale, and carve your way down, hips side to side. Really nice. Keeping those hands where they're at, start to shift your shoulders forward. Notice all of this space now for your heart to lower into. Bend the elbows, heart meets the mat. Nice. Pressing into the palms, gaze forward. Lift the heart a little higher. Get long through the spine as maybe you rise up out of those lower ribs. Can the shoulders relax? One more big inhale, hands might hover. Exhale, slowly lower, forehead taps the earth. Pressing into the palms, find your table. Knees walk wide, shifting your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Belly and heart are heavy, gaze forward. The head's still a little bit lifted, take an inhale. Exhale, release belly, heart, and head 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, belly, heart, head. Last one, lengthen. And wave it down. If you've got some space in your shoulders to work with, let the fingers crawl forward. Elbows bend, prayer overhead. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's get a little bit deeper with that core work. Left leg long once more. Spin that heel down. As you do so, this lower right leg might kickstand to the right, coming into our modified side plank. Left hand to the hip. Let that left leg rise up in line with the hip. Shoulders are stacked. Maybe that left arm tees off. Notice here if you're extending past this plane of shoulder and hip, bring it back in. Core's engaged. Really nice. One more inhale. Exhale the left arm overhead. Find that line. Take a breath here. Carve your way down. Elbow trying to find the knee. They both find the earth. Shift those hips side to side. Beautiful work. Taking it to the other side. Right leg long. Find that length. Right heel spins down. Stacking. Figuring out how it feels on this side. Right leg lifts. Flex the foot. Square off the arms. Breathe. Big inhale. Exhale the right arm overhead as the neck lengthens. Elbow finding its way to the knee, belly engaged, let's meet the earth. Nice, hips side to side. And now, building our high plank, left toes long, fingers spread wide. As you press into those palms, right toes join in. Notice here the hips aren't lifting. They're in line with the shoulders, core engaged. Back of the neck is long, give me 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, shift your hips back and up, knees bend. Feet crawl up the mat a little bit to find your down dog shape. Those feet are about hips width apart now. Notice your armpits spinning in towards your face as the head shakes no and nods yes. Big inhale here. A full exhale. Nice. Give a little bit of bounce to the knee. Let them be loose, ready to move. Big breath in. Gaze forward. Start to walk your feet to the top of the mat. Knees staying bent, hips staying high. You might hold onto a block or opposite elbows. Fold here. Here in our Uttanasana, forward fold, what can you let go of? At the top of class, we identified an area of discomfort, and we breathed in it. So often, these folds can feel uncomfortable. Folding into the unknown, trusting that it'll be there to catch us, the earth solid underneath you. What can you trust here? Big breath in. Full breath out. Hands to the shins, right under the knees, lengthen the back. Bend those knees and fold. Give me 2 more. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Last time, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. This time the heart lifts. So we've got this squat shape, knees over the ankles, arms frame the ears. Get long through the sides of your body, relaxed in the shoulders. 1 more breath. Exhale, stand tall. Palms joining together, keeping your hips square, bend over to the right. Inhale, center. Take it to the left. Inhale, center. Bring a prayer to the heart. Full inhale. Exhale, open it up. Tadasana, arms out and up. Exhale, arms frame the body. Return to your sun breath. Lift tall. Exhale, let it go. Last one, tall. And dive all the way down. Really nice. Inhale, flat back. From here, left hand stays on the shin. Fingertips might find the earth as that knee bends. Right hand to right hip. Twist open on the right. Big breath in. Right hand back to the hip. Twist down to the earth. Fingertips meet the mat or stay on the shin on this side. Twisting to the left. Big inhale. Exhale, bring it back down. Last flat back on the in-breath. Bend the knees and fold. Head heavy. Lengthening just a little through the neck now. Find that long line, tailbone to crown. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Take a couple moments here to rock back and forth. And then settle into it. This right knee over its ankle. If you feel like your heart's down on your thigh, get a block or 2 under your hands. Really beautiful. 1 more inhale. Exhale, stepping back with the right foot, down dog. Breathe here. Head heavy, hips high. twist that reminds me not to settle my weight into my legs, but to really engage the core. Last inhale. Exhale, sink the knees. Heart travels forward to lower. Open up, baby or full cobra. One more inhale. Exhale, front of the body meets the mat. Pressing up through table. Toes tuck, down dog. 5 breaths here, letting this pose become your home base. It's time to check back in. A little bend in the knees, hips high, belly engaged, head low. Armpits spinning in towards the face. Give it one more inhale. A full exhale. Nice. Gaze forward. Right foot steps to the top of the mat. Back to where we started. Breath here. And close off the circle. Left foot forward. Hips high. Head low. Shake it out. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the low back. Maybe even interlacing at the tailbone. Just letting that fist travel overhead if the interlace came to you. Head is heavy, released. Nice, letting those arms go. Finding your chair pose, seat low, arms lift tall. This time we'll bring a prayer to the heart. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper and stand tall. Bend over to the right. Inhale, center. Bend to the left and center. Adding a little back bend, gaze up with the heart and fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Bend those knees and fold. Head releases completely. Find your length. Now the right foot steps back, low lunge. Take your time, rock back and forth. What can you learn here? Nice. Settling into this shape, hips in line, long through the neck. Big inhale. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. When we talk about the belly being engaged here, we're looking for about 25 to 30% engagement of belly button up into the spine. Notice how it feels to completely relax the belly. There's no support for the low back, right? Find that gentle engagement, let a breath go. Inhale forward, high plank. And now we're really engaging that area. There's no way around it today, huh? A few more breaths. Nice, one more inhale. Exhale, shoulders forward, knees, chest, chin, meet the mat. Open up, baby or full cobra. And lower back down. Inhale, lift, just the heart. Let the hands hover, and then send those arms behind you, framing the body. Let the toes rise as well. Getting long through the front of your body, gaze forward. Can you feel more space between each vertebra? Not crunching into that low back, but using it as a balancing, a lifting off point to get longer through either side. One more inhale. Exhale to slowly lower. Nice, y'all. Hands frame the heart. Up through our table. Child's pose. Knees staying in line with the hips. Now reach long. And let it go. Gaze forward. Right hand slipping under the left, right forehead or right temple to the earth. If you're ready to get a little bit deeper with this twist, left hand hand to the hip or even to the right waist. Where's the breath? Where's it traveling? Let it flow. Nice. Starting to walk your left hand back underneath its shoulder. From that momentum, that pressure down into the left hand, right arm forward. Twisting that left arm under the right. Settle into it. If you're going deeper, go ahead and find that shape now. Nice. Bringing the right hand back to the mat. Lengthening both arms, rolling to your table. We're going to take a spinal roll here. Ribs to the left, open for cow. Ribs to the right, round the back. Taking it the other way. Before you get too comfortable, switch it up again. And switch. Really nice, meeting back in our neutral spine. Right leg long, toes tuck. High plank, left toes join in. Big breath here. Exhale, down dog. Stepping that right foot forward, low lunge. Rising up, high lunge. Hips stay square, they face forward. That right knee traveling out of the right hip, so it might walk wider as the arms lift. Exhale, opening all the way by spinning that left heel down. We settle into warrior two. Shake out the arms and imagine them just traveling out of the shoulders. Core's engaged, wrist over the ankles. Trust this front lunge. Can you give it a little bit more love? Settle into it. You've got it. Left hand to left thigh, right palm flips, let it frame the ear, gaze up at those fingers. Notice that right lung opening to take a deeper bend at the left waist. Trust the front lunge, it's not going anywhere. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two, gaze forward, feel the breath. Shift your arms forward, cartwheel them down, framing the front foot. We're gonna return through a high plank. Left toes tuck, right toes join in, breathe. Inhale. One more. Down dog. Breathe here. Stepping the left foot forward, low lunge, lengthen. Left hip back in line with the right. When you're ready, high lunge. Nice. Breathe. Begin to spin, open. That right foot meets the mat, parallel to the back edge. Warrior two on this side. Breathe here. Preparing to reverse. Right hand releases to the thigh, front palm flips. Reach tall, then gaze up. Maybe opening a little bit deeper. Keep the integrity of the legs. Nice. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Fill the lungs. Shift some weight forward and frame that front foot. Right toes tuck, step back, high plank. Engage. Next exhales, knees to the earth. Shoulders shift forward, bending the elbows to lower in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the heart. Elbows under under the shoulders, toes, the top of the toes tucked to the earth. So we're really open and heavy in our legs, open and bright through our heart. Palms reaching back for the elbows, adding a little bit more opening effect here. Can you get loose in the navel, loose in the throat, free in the mind? Continue to breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Bending both knees as your forehead meets the mat. Reach back and see if you can grab the tops of your feet. Gently lift the gaze. Notice how this feels. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, begin to press your feet into your hands, lifting up. Couple more breaths, you've got it. Next, exhale's a lowering. Take your time. Hands framing the heart. Find one more cobra, opening shape. And lower down, bit by bit. There's no rush tonight. Through a neutral spine table, we find a child's pose. Knees wide, belly heavy, heart released. Here, feel free to sigh on the exhale, to blow out the lips, just let it go. We'll begin to roll back up, knees under the hips, toes tucked, down dog. Send that right leg high behind you, hip height. Scoop your knee in towards your heart as if you're going to build high plank, and then lower the right foot. Spinning the left heel down, we rise up, warrior one. Big breath here. Core is engaged, tailbones low. We set our gaze forward, and as the arms open, see if those hands want to interlace, heart high. One more inhale. Through flat back, start to fold forward, devotional warrior. Feel free to walk that right foot wider if you're wanting some more space for the torso. Head releases, let it go. Nice. Next exhale releases the arms, guides them inside of the right foot. Crawling through center, we're gonna crawl all the way to the back of our mat. Those left toes now facing forward. Right foot planted, we rise up, warrior one on this side. Breathe here. Really nice. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, hands release to take this a little bit deeper, interlace in the heart high. Beginning to fold forward through flat back. Devotional warrior. Keeping that front leg aligned, knee over the ankle, knee in line with the hip. So you can always walk it wider. A couple more breaths. Head is released. Arms start to lower down inside of that left foot. Let's crawl it back to center. Toes pointing in, wide-legged forward fold here. Head heavy, shake it out. Nice. Inhale, flat back. Heel those heels in once so that the toes are pointing out. Start to sink low in the seat. Keep those hips open, raise the gaze. If you want support, it's a block underneath you. We're gonna build our deep squat, so those feet might walk in as the heart lifts a bit more. Hands to the heart. elbows inside of the knees. Feel that oppositional energy, arms pressing into the legs, pressing into the arms. Can you feel that rise up the spine? One more big breath. Full exhale. Nice, inhale. Fingertips to the earth, lengthen the spine and fold. Shake the head out. Heel toe those feet back underneath you. And here at the center of your mat, inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, Tadasana. Shake it out. Now, depending how you've set up today, just get to the top of your mat or to a place where you can see the screen, and we're going to practice our trees together. Hands to the hips, lifting up in the left knee. Hand to the knee, hips stay square, open and close. From the hip, we open and close. Last time. Open. Staying here, maybe that foot finds the thigh or just below the knee on the calf. If you're feeling a bit wobbly today, which is me, toes tuck, we rest that foot at the ankle, hands to heart center. Just a gentle reminder that yoga extends beyond the asana. Sometimes by taking it back to the most basic or a modified shape, we're actually able to go deeper. Start messing with the mind stuff rather than the body stuff. If your arms are lifting, feel free to let them fly open, keeping that engagement in the core long through the neck. A few more breaths. Nice. Bringing everything back towards the midline, lowering the arms, settling that left foot down to the earth, shake it out. Hands back to the hips, let's find it on the right. Right knee lifts, hips stay square, we guide that hip open. And closed. Two more. Last one. Finding your tree on this side, thigh, calf, or the earth. Hip stays open wherever you're at. Hands to the heart. Beautiful, big inhale. 3 more breaths. Nice, y'all. Start to close it off. Everything back towards the midline. Shake it out, shake it out. Feet together. Let's close with one strong standing pose. Knees staying in line. Seat far behind you. Arms lift. Chair pose. Hands to the heart. Twist it to the right. Next inhale, center. From the belly to the left. Next inhale, center. Fly those arms behind you, lengthen the legs, flat back and fold. Shake the head out. Really beautiful. One more inhale. And bend the knees deeply, finding a seat halfway down your mat, legs long. Shake those legs out here. We're going to do a little bit of a gallbladder release, so bringing your hands to fist and starting on the outside of your legs from the hips to the knees, just pound down. And again. 2 more times. Last one. Nice, shake out the wrists. Feet to the earth, hands frame the hips, rock them side to side. Before we come back to that butterfly, diagnosing how we did on opening our hips, let's just let them flow for a second. Big out breath. One more. Meeting at center, round the back with a hug, lion's breath. heels on the mat. Starting to tuck and tilt your pelvis, the back of the body heavy, hands to the belly, eyes closed. Bring your awareness to all of the points where your body has met the mat. Can you imagine those points relaxing? Especially your shoulders and the soles of your feet. Pressing into those shoulders, into those feet. Feel the belly reach back for the spine as the hips lift. Bridge pose here. Hands are still on the hips. There's no pressure, just a gentle touch. Knees in line with the hips, chin tucked towards the chest. Release those hands, palms down to the mat, press into the arms. Notice here that not all of that work was done by the glutes. Beginning to view the bridge as a more holistic pose, take 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower the upper, middle, and lower back. Once that spine neutralizes, tailbone releasing, rock those knees side to side. Can you allow your eyes to close? Bring this experience in. Really nice. Coming back to center. Inhale your knees into your heart. Give them a squeeze. If you feel called, you can rock side to side or up and down. Next, you find stillness. Allow those knees to open. If you want happy baby, reach between the legs. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Extend the lower legs. Really nice. Knees bend. Guide them back to center. Feet meet the earth. And before we find our Shavasana, we're going to find one final hip opener. Reclined goddess. Let the knees open. Soles of the feet stay together. Really release here. Hands can relax on the belly, maybe even one on the heart. If you want support, you can always bring a block underneath the leg, or a rolled up blanket, or a couch pillow. And we're really going to focus now with the mind, do some attention and awareness work. The same at the top of class. Notice an area of your body that feels a little bit uncomfortable. Breathe with it, giving it a little support on the breath. Notice if your labeling of this discomfort can shift from bad or tight to needs a little bit of love or growing. And this may sound very elementary, very basic, but we have to start small with the mind, right? We've got years and years of habits, years and years of negative self-talk. To undo these, we have to be gentle. So instead of my hips are so effing tight, why not? My hips are growing. My hips are learning how to open. A few more breaths here. Tonight our Shavasana will extend a bit past 7 p.m. to accommodate for the noise made by clapping for essential workers at 7 p.m. We're going to silence the microphone. I encourage you to stay on, wait for the close of class, and for the next 5 or 6 minutes, watch the mind. Begin to extend the legs out, allowing the ankles to release, the palms to open up, tongue releasing from the roof of the mouth. Shavasana. There's nothing left to do. Beginning to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to your body. And slowly but surely start to add some movement here. Reaching through the fingers, feeling the life within. Pointing through the toes and stretching through the heels. When you're ready, send your arms long overhead and roll onto your right side. Pressing palms into the earth, we'll rise into a comfortable seat. If you're joining us for Meditate Together, welcome. Thank you for your patience as we set through some very lively neighborhood clapping. If you're staying on, feel free to get really cozy. Let the seat be up against a wall or with a few cushions to bolster you up. What we're searching for here is a really tall spine. And around that length, the belly can relax. Those lower ribs can stay knit together. I like to meditate with my eyes closed. Matisse likes his open. So if you're keeping yours open, imagine that you're gazing down the nose to a point on the earth in front of you so that the neck stays long and the gaze is set. You'll see things in your periphery, but can you bring them back to that single point of focus? Once you feel comfortable here in this alignment, take a few deep breaths. Letting go of the week, letting go of April, just letting go. The beauty about time is that it's not linear. We've been fed a lie. We've been fed this idea that there's somewhere to get to. There's somewhere else to be. Time is right here. Your life is right now. We're constantly spiraling, just like the nature around us. Summer, fall, winter, and spring, always cycling. Yes, of course, the body ages, but the spirit grows infinite. Sit with the spirit tonight. Allow yourself the gift of transcending and being truly present. We'll imagine here, at the center of our chest, the lotus flower. The lotus flower is incredible. Every night it descends underneath the surface of the pond where it grows into the mud. Every morning, miraculously, it opens back up, pristine, without a speck of mud. What is this miracle? What is this transformation? Did you know you're capable of it too? Every single morning. Just as we learned in our practice this evening, our body has its own story to tell us. So does our life. There's no need to live in the narrative you've set for yourself for the past however many years. Yes, those events happened. Yes, they are fact. But they're not your future. So as you focus on this lotus in your heart, can you imagine as thoughts flow in and out of your mind, that those thoughts can simply settle on the petals and allow those petals to work their magic, dissolving away any fear, dissolving away any negativity, any doubt, because at the center, purity. At the center, self. Remembering throughout your practice tonight, as we watch the thoughts, that you can always return to the breath. Our breath is our anchor. Our breath is our best friend. You're only one breath away at all times from the present moment. You're only one breath away at all times from a fresh perspective. So here with your lotus flower, here with your breath, notice what comes up. I'll check in every few moments, gently reminding you to breathe, to release your muscles, to stay present. But trust that whatever thoughts come up tonight, they're temporary. Trust that there's nowhere else for you to be. You are you. You are here. And you are already whole. Nothing about you is broken. Nothing about you needs mending or fixing. It just wants and craves presence, awareness, the ability to sit and watch and do nothing. You've got it. Let's do it. Return to the breath. Return to the image of this lotus unfolding here at the center of your heart. As thoughts enter the space of your mind, allow them to slowly dissolve. No need to engage, no need to identify. Allow them to gently rest on the petals of your lotus. We'll be here a few more moments. Noticing as thoughts enter here at the heart space, can you approach them with compassion? Imagine it's not adult you giving you these thoughts. Imagine it's your inner child. Every thought an emotional bid for your attention. When we start to look at our thoughts in this way, there's a little bit less pressure to judge, to label as good or bad. Instead, we can start to see the mind as a curious child, simply wishing to make sense of the world around it. How would you talk to that child? Would you tell it it's bad for having questions, for having worries? Or would you nurture it? And gently calm it down, fill it with love and hope. You deserve that love, and you deserve that hope. Allow your heart to surrender to the image of this lotus. Allow that beauty, that pristine purity to fill your heart center. And on your next inhale, imagine that flower traveling from the center of your chest up through the throat into the mind. This flower infused with love, infused with compassion. Now settled here, a place of divinity. What beautiful thoughts can you invite into your life? Perhaps this is someone or something who you love dearly. Maybe it's something as seemingly trivial as a really good meal that you had today, or the sound of raindrops on your windowsill, or the feeling of a sun ray piercing through a cloud. Beautiful thoughts, divine thoughts. And just as we can choose to respond to our thoughts with love, we can choose to generate thoughts of positivity. Now, trust me, I'm the last teacher to ever say good vibes only. But what I will say is that for every negative thought you have, what if you trained your mind to think of 3 good things? 3 things about the present moment that are nice. For the next few moments, try that. A negative thought that pops in the head, fill it with love. 3 good things. You've got it. Stay with it. Notice the practice. Bring your breath back to it. For every thought that does not serve you, let it go and think of 3 good things. Beautiful. Allow that lotus to descend back to the heart. Imagine it here, tightly closing back into its bud. Knowing that tomorrow morning, when you wake, this lotus will blossom forth once more. Your invitation to a beautiful day. Your invitation to be present with your thoughts. And your promise that nothing is permanent. We'll bring one hand on top of the heart, the other on top of that, and we'll seal this practice with one chant of Om. Inhale. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 12 for a quick lunchtime practice, and again on Sunday.
History of the Piano, 3 p.m. New York time. See you there. We'll be talking about the Lotus too. Nice little theme of the week. Flowers. Thank you, Lizzie. Beautiful class.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cloves. Thank y'all.
Good night.